Hey guys, it's another Sunday. Holy cow, time's flying. And we are back. Okay, we're talking about the gates of confidence, right? A book talking about spirituality, building self confidence, but also about the virtue of having ultimate confidence in God. And we talked about the benefits that a person has confidence, and we spoke about the fallacies of confidence. Till now, the fallacies of having confidence in wealth, the fallacies of confidence in someone's own capabilities. We gave an example of a person who has confidence in God is similar somewhat to the alchemist, and at the same time, he has 10 advantages over the alchemist. And we started discussing the different advantages over the alchemist. The first thing is that the alchemist has tools, and the alchemist, again, is a person who can take silver and turn it into gold, and copper that turn into silver. Basically, can take a lowly substance in this world and refine it, right, to a much higher level. We gave that as an example for also businessmen, or people who have the ability to taking a product or an opportunity or an idea or a concept and monetizing it in a very significant way. And here we are discussing the second advantage that we have, that a person who has confidence in God has. That the alchemist needs to take action. He needs to do a lot of skills, so basically labor, and he's also always has to be active. Without that, he won't achieve, right, the benefits and the ability to refine the substance to gold. He can also die during the process of making or refining the gold. And he needs to, usually in the theories, the alchemist, and also here in the book, refers to it that the alchemist would boil the substance, and like an alchemist, he would be able to change the matter, right? But he would have to boil it. Needs to be a fire that needs to be continuously fed, and so he was breathing in a lot of smoke, and the smell and the smoke could actually kill the person. So and he'd also day and night have to feed this fire in order to be able to refine this material. And a person has confidence in God, and he is guarded from anything that could harm him. And his heart is secure from finding anything bad. And everything that God brings to him, whether it's difficult or easy, he'll rejoice. And his food, his needs come to him in peace, serenity, and quiet. In the grass fields, basically, there's a paragraph here that gives a description of how calm and beautiful it is when someone gets his sustenance from God. And the third advantage of over the alchemist or a person who has confidence in God. Okay, so the alchemist can't trust anybody because he has this secret of how to refine silver into gold. And obviously, if everyone has gold, right, then his gold isn't valued that much. So the alchemist is always concerned in sharing his secrets with others. And also, the fact that a person has a skill to refine such an ability, he doesn't want to tell anybody because he says once people catch on to the fact that I have this knowledge, they're going to come and pursue me, and they'll try stealing from you. And a person who has confidence in God has no concerns whatsoever from anybody else. Avan mitpa'er bo, but he's so proud of the knowledge that he gains and the secrets that he learns about how to become closer to God. He wants to share them. Like King David said, may his memory be blessed. In God I have confidence. I'm not concerned with what any person would do to me. And the fourth advantage that the person who has confidence in God over the alchemist is that the alchemist can't get away. The alchemist needs to prepare in advance the amount of gold or silver that he wants to carry with him. Or he won't take with him anything. But he'll only continuously refine the silver, the gold, or the copper into gold, right? Only to what he needs at the given time. Because he is scared that he'll either lose it ולא ישקוט ליבו ולא תנוח נפשו מפחדו עליו מהמלך והעם. Or he's scared that people are going to pursue him after, people are going to steal from him. ולהזמין מהם אלה למלות מחסורו זמן מועט. And he'll only take or prepare for that gold or silver whatever he needs for limited amounts of time. אפשר שיבצע ממנו המעשה בית הצורך הגדול עליו. And this, to refine the gold or the silver, when he needs it, okay, מפני ההימנע, סיבה מסיבותם ממנו, ובטח באלוקים ובתכונו חזק באלוקים שיטריף אותו, כרצונו בעת שירצה במקום שירצה. And the person who has confidence in God knows that God will provide him whenever he needs it, no matter when. שיטריף, העובר ברחם אמו ויפרח בתוך הביצה. Just like God delivered to him when he was in his mom's womb, or like a chick inside the egg, right? God takes care of him. God gives sustenance, right, to that person, even though he has no capabilities whatsoever. He's in his mom's womb, yet still God nourishes, right, the baby. He gives him a food. Okay, even though these places, both the egg in which the chick is in and the womb to the baby, there's no way in or out, right? There is no way for the person to do anything, and yet still God takes care of him. And even the birds in the sky, and the fish in the ocean, and the ants, all these animals get sustenance, but sometimes a lion could go hungry. A lion is prime time to go hungry, but people who are seeking God or yearning for God, or demanding or pursuing God, they won't be lacking anything. God doesn't let a nefesh is actually a word for soul, but it doesn't let a righteous person go hungry. And he's primarily talking about the soul. Right now, so I was young, and I also see, and now I'm old, but I never saw a righteous person that was left in and that his descendants need bread. Now, there's a very strong concept here, as we talk about the ability to satisfy or sustain the soul. What we know is many times people, especially in the pandemic in which we live in today, which is a pandemic of, I would say, a mental pandemic, right? Of people who have depression or suffer from all these different mental challenges, difficult challenges within themselves. Doesn't matter how much you eat, doesn't matter how much money you have, doesn't matter all these things. This sense of satisfaction and fulfillment and joy from the small things in life are always going to triumph just a physical food, right? It's not, and over here, he is not talking like the writer of the book, Rabbi ibn Pekuda, right, who put the book together, isn't talking about just physical sustenance. That's child's game, right? But he's saying a person who is righteous won't go hungry, primarily with his soul, and you'll obviously also get food, but hunger. There's a famous teaching in the Talmud that says that even when people were righteous, he gives an example. They ate small bread crumbs. It talks about the Kohanim, which are the priests in Am Yisrael. They had breadcrumbs, but they were fully satisfied. They were full. They didn't have room for anything else, right? But when people weren't righteous, they couldn't eat. They tried eating loaves of bread, and it didn't fulfill them. It didn't give them that sense of satisfaction, like they were full. The fifth one is that the alchemist is terrified of anybody, big or small, in his surroundings and communities. Why? Because he fears that people are going to steal from him. Person has confidence in God. People will have awe of him or appreciation for that person. Even the greatest people in the nation will have appreciation for that person who has awe of God and worships God or confidence in God. And in the entire world, there is a karma, right? That it's just prone. And now we have finished for today. Hope everybody wishing all of us a ton of sense of confidence, and may God always provide us with good blessing and joy.